Call a meeting to order. And say the Pledge of Allegiance, right? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And I think we have everybody here, right? Yeah. Dave, Bruce, Andrew.
Yeah, you know, guys, if you could just say your name, say hello.
Me? I'm Barry Tessyman, Chairman of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Cary Adwar.
Go ahead, Dave.
Dave Hamilton, member of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Bruce.
Andrew Zavoski, member of the zoning board.
Bruce Simon, member of the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Andrew, just a heads up, if you're going to talk, you might have to talk up more.
Andrew Zavoski, member of the zoning board of appeals.
Yeah. Okay, Barry.
So who should we do first?
Well, if you want to do 46 Washington, I'll just explain what's going on.
Okay, we'll do 46 Washington Property LLC. It's a continuation, 46 Washington Avenue, to permit maintenance and use of a
Well,
reading study hall, religious instruction for up to 20 people.
Right.
Okay.
What happened, I did get a letter from their attorney. Lynne has it also. We'll make it part of the record here. The applicant did bring in plans to the building department. There are a couple of items that needed to be corrected, and there are some other uses there that are permitted but need the planning board approval, site plan approval, if you will. So what's going to happen is they're going to fix the plan, make the changes that are necessary, and then go to the planning board for initial site plan review, come back to this board for the variance, if any, and then if granted, go back to planning board. So I would indicate that this, maybe continue this to the next meeting. If we have to change it, we will.
All right.
Start
So
here.
they're going to get another continuation,
Yeah, I would suggest just continue it to the next meeting.
March 18th. That's right.
The next meeting, Lynn?
Yeah, the 3rd.
Bob, is that something we have to vote on or?
Yeah, if you could vote on it.
And I'll make the motion to issue a continuance to 46 Washington LLC.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
We're going to keep that meeting at 7:30, right?
Yep, 7:30, March 18th. Okay, here we go. The next one. Rockland Home for the Aged, 196 Lafayette Avenue, to permit construction, maintenance, and use of a detached garage. Okay. Is anybody here?
Yep. Good evening, everyone. My name is Zach Ham, engineer for the applicant. We were last before you a month ago. We did not have the county GML at that time, so we adjourned to this meeting. We do have the GML. I don't know if you want to go through it one by one so we can get right into the record.
Yes, we don't have it, so if you could read it, that'd be helpful.
Okay. Sure.
Or can you share it on the screen? Do you know?
Yeah. All
right, let me I'm gonna make you a co-host.
Okay. Let's move it to the other screen.
Just out of curiosity, you received that.
You forwarded us an email. You sent it to us. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on a second. It's dated January 29th. Trying to find the email when you sent it.
A response from the GML. I emailed it to you.
I thought so, yeah. I don't know how else I would have gotten it. Unless the emailed it directly to Glenn in my office, maybe. Huh, that's interesting. You don't have it. Yeah, let me share my screen. I'll bring it up. Share screen. Okay, can everyone see the PDF?
Yes.
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, I see it.
Yes.
Okay, so Lynn, you never got a copy of this?
I don't recall it, but that doesn't, I'll have to go through the paperwork again. I have just been inundated with all of my work, and I haven't really been paying 100% to the zoning board because of all the other stuff that I have going on. So
Okay.
maybe I'll have to look back and see. I don't recall receiving one though.
Okay, well, after this meeting, I'll email this to you just in case anyway. But yeah, so this is the GML. I guess, should I read them point by point now that you can see them? And kind of give some responses to it as I go?
Yeah, if you can.
Sure. So number one, review must be completed by the New York State DOT and all required permits must be obtained. For this one, DOT would have been included with the GML submission. We haven't received any comments to date.
All right, if approved, it would be, subject to those conditions. You may need a permit.
Yep. Yep, understood. Number two, review must be done by the Rockland County Department of Health to ensure compliance with the mosquito control of the Rockland County Sanitary Code. No issues with this. Number three, a review must be completed by the Metropolitan Transportation Authority and any concerns addressed. I'm not positive if they have jurisdiction over this because the train tracks behind the property are the Consolidated Rail Corp. But either way, we have no issue with this. But they probably would have been included as a property owner within the 500-foot radius.
Well, I don't know, Lynn, MTA didn't get a notice, right?
No, no, they did not because there was no need to, but I don't even know why that's in there.
Well, I think
To be
they
honest.
think because of the train track. So I would suggest the board override that.
Okay. Number four, 2 existing parking spaces will serve as the driveway access to the proposed garage. A vehicle entering or exiting the western side of the garage will have to cross over the immediately adjacent parking space, rendering it useless. The easternmost parking spot in the row of 7 spaces must be eliminated to avoid vehicular conflicts between a parked car and garage traffic. I think the county just misunderstood the use of the garage. There won't be any vehicles entering or exiting. It's really just a utility shed for, lawn care, maintenance kind of equipment. So we would kindly request an override of this comment because it doesn't really apply to the proposed use.
Okay.
Number 5, the site plan improvements proposed on lot 55.37-1-30.11 and 30.12 are subject to review by this department as mandated by the GML. No comment necessary. Number 6, the GML referral specifies an incorrect tax lot number and doesn't include lot 11. Future submissions for the proposed site improvement shall reference lot 11 and 12. If the correct tax lot number was indicated on the public hearing notice, it must be revised and reissued. The reason we only included the one lot was that is the only lot where a variance is being requested. So we have no objection to this. It was shown correctly. Number 7.
Okay, 7 and 8 are just standard. Yeah, you don't have to.
Exactly. Okay, perfect.
Or you could just go back up to the top.
Yep.
Thank you. I need to see the 4. If you're gonna hold on. Can't see it.
Rob, you were breaking up there. I don't know if anybody heard.
I'm sorry, I can't see the bottom. I need to see the 4 that we're gonna have to discuss.
Say that again. Sorry.
I can't see the. I'm sorry. Can you hear me? I can't see the 4. Like that. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
So Barry, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you looking at, 4?
No, just in general, when it comes to it, we'll to do the override.
Yeah, I'm good. Got no question. Anybody got any questions?
I have to ask again, as I did last month, even if the county is mistaken about the MTA's authority over this, the issue of the adjoining railroad tracks and who has say over that and whether that could impact this. I don't know that we've heard from those folks.
No, and if you don't, then if they've received a letter, which I don't remember if they were listed in the and neighbors within the 500 feet. If they don't respond as like the DOT usually does not, kind of, I always thought that just kind of put them, like you didn't have to worry about them because they have the opportunity to address the issues. And if they don't respond, then they're not worried about any issues.
Sounds
Right,
good.
I mean, presumably, if they got the, I don't know if you're saying they got the letter or not. If they did,
Right.
they haven't responded, and
For sure. But they've never objected, apparently they've never objected to anything else that they have done on that site. So I don't see how a shed is going to cause such issues when they've done the buildings and the parking lots and everything of that nature, which is more cumbersome to the neighboring properties than a shed.
You okay, Bruce?
Okay,
Okay. All right. Anybody else got anything to say? No?
No.
You gonna vote on this tonight?
yeah,
Okay.
Just so I'm just looking for the, how many variances are we looking for? It's just the back property line, right? It's just the proximity to the property line, or is there?
Yep, it's just a rear yard.
And then Bob, do we have any work to do with regard to these? We need to do an override of some of these points on this letter?
yeah. What I would ask is if somebody makes a motion to approve, and a second before we vote, I would override numbers 3 and 4 and give the reasoning.
Is that
Reasoning
part of
on
the
three
part of
would
the initial
be-
motion, or is that something we do separate?
That's a separate vote, but
Okay.
after the motion is made, so we know that there's at least 2 people who are interested in granting the variance.
Okay,
Anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion that we grant the variance to, with regard to the proximity to the rear property line.
I second it.
Third,
Okay, and then,
all in favor?
well, hold on a second, Barry. There'd be I would ask for a motion to override item number 3. Review to be completed by the MTA. Somebody can make that motion?
I'll make that motion as well to override point number 3 with regard to review by the MTA, considering that they don't have jurisdiction over this particular property.
Okay, and a second?
Second.
Number 4?
And number 3, no, a second on that motion.
Oh, 2.
Second.
Cary seconded, yeah.
Okay, and the reasoning would be that the MTA does not have involvement in this project. They're not a property owner in the vicinity.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second, third.
And then a motion to override number 4.
Make
Make a motion to override number 4.
I'll second.
Third, fourth. Everybody, aye.
Aye.
And the reasoning on that would be,
No parking places, right?
well, you don't want to lose the parking, and the garage is not for vehicles, it's for storage purposes. only. And you don't want to lose the parking.
Yeah.
Favor on that?
Mr. Cam, just to be clear, there's not going to be any kind of lawnmowers, tractors, snow blowers, or anything of the kind in the shed? Do we know what's going to be stored there?
No, those kind of items likely will be in there. There's not going to be any, normal cars or trucks. So not those kind of vehicles, but it probably will be used for, lawnmowers and that kind of equipment, things like that.
Landscaping equipment.
Yeah, they might store, salt to, salt the roadways and parking lot, things like that. Some outdoor stuff you would store in a utility shed.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess now back to all in favor on the motion to grant the variance.
Aye.
All in favor, aye.
Aye.
All right, that's it.
So everybody agrees. Can't hear
Variance
anything.
granted. Anything else on the agenda? No, right?
I don't think so.
No, no.
Then we're all good?
Our next meeting is March 18th, 7:30, Thursday.
Okay,
Okay, okay with everybody?
Yes.
Yep.
Sir?
we'll do a motion to adjourn.
Make a
Motion to adjourn,
Motion?
Second.
everybody in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, everybody.
Thank you, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Take
Bye,
care,
everyone.
everybody.
Never
Thank
stand.
you. Stay safe.
Okay, bye-bye.